let's get right into it. So I read the latest chapter of of One Piece, right? And it's funny because my coworker, who also is an anime and manga and comic buff, um, he literally told me about it. He was like, last Friday, he was like, yo, Todd, did you read the latest? Did you read the latest chapter? I was like, nah, I ain't even get into it yet. He was like, yo, read the latest chapter because things are about to get crazy, and we find out so much. So now we understand that Luffy and the crew are on Elbaf. They're figuring out what's going on in Elbaf. They're finding new information. We're finding out that the giants have pure blood giants, half-blooded giants. We figure out that Loki's brother, who is a part of Luffy's fleet, I can't even think about his name right now, is one of the big giants that helped him in Dressrosa, right? Basically the captain of the new giant pirates. He is Loki's half brother, but he's also a half-blooded giant, right? And they were kind of, his vice captain was taking the Straw Hats around and just kind of telling them the kind of history of the giants, right? In a sense of, the half-tainted giants, the full-blooded giants, and they talked about the king, right? And who was massive, who was strong, and who wanted to bring everybody together in a sense. And great story, great backstory, right? They said he took his horns off so that he could be more open and welcoming to the world and everything. And it was interesting. It was very interesting because humans do the same thing, and that's what they said in the manga, is that, like, yo, it's funny how you guys have your own kind of set of discrimination and kind of prejudice towards each other, as we humans do. It's very eye opening. So they go through that whole thing, and then we get to a part where the God Knights have appeared. Now it's this one dude. I thought it was a girl for a minute, but I believe it's a dude. It's one dude who is kicking Loki's ass. Now, of course, Loki is chained up, right? Loki has been chained up to this big ass rock, so he can't really do nothing. Maybe exert some haki a little bit to kind of back away people, and maybe use that conqueror's haki to kind of scare away folks. But at the end of the day, I mean, he's getting his ass kicked by one of the God Knights, who's asking him. Actually, he's asking him to become a God Knight, right? Like, just become a God Knight. You ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? And obviously, the world nobles and the government, and the God Knights and the five elders see Loki as a true threat and a potential asset because they want him to become a God Knight. Okay, cool. Loki must have some great power. This is where shit gets shooken up. Now, for the last couple chapters, we've been anticipating the reveal of Shanks's brother. Okay, this is nothing new in terms of, we knew Shanks had a brother. We knew Shanks had a twin. We know that Saint Figureland Garling is his father, who was the supreme commander of the God Knights, Holy Knights, and now the Warren Defense. Took Saint Saturn's spot. He is now the Warren Defense God of the five elders. You understand what I'm saying? He's just that, right? He makes an entrance that way. You understand what I'm saying? So the Figureland family obviously is not just a world noble, celestial dragon, that type of family. They must have some strength behind them as well, right? We finally get the reveal of Shanks's brother. And my God, this man looks immaculate. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this man had the hair flowing. I mean, had the whole, he had the whole shits. You understand what I'm saying? Had the whole, like, armor on. And boy, Saint Figureland Shamrock is his name. Saint Figureland Shamrock. Now, I have a lot of questions popped up in my head because if we remember correctly, within the manga and within the anime, we saw a Shanks look-alike figure come to the Gorosei. And for a while, for a long time, a lot of us speculated. A lot of the people that I still watch on YouTube who's been doing this for a while, been speculating that Shanks has been evil for a long time. Well, I think we can put the speculations to rest. Right? Now, again, that does not tell us that it was necessarily Shamrock coming to the actual Gorosei. However, right? I mean, think about the hood. I'm looking at the hood too. Think about the hood. And that's how Oda fucked us up. That's how Oda be fucking us up. Because he introduced Shamrock way in the beginning. But we all thought. And that's how Oda got our asses. Think about how Oda for almost maybe 10 years has been making us think that's been Shanks the entire time. Now, a lot of y'all have been saying, does Shanks have a twin brother? The speculation, all of that. But for a long time, a lot of us have said Shanks might be evil. And now going back through the last 2 chapters, seeing how the God Knights were summoned with the black hoods, seeing them come out with the black hoods, that was Shamrock. And Shamrock was introduced so long ago that we didn't even see it. How would we know? We didn't know God Knights had black hoods like that until now. And we don't know if Shamrock is a devil fruit user. We don't know. We just know that he is the captain of the Holy Knights, of the God Knights. Okay? He's the captain. And so that just opens up the question, does Shanks know? Does Shanks know about this? Does Figureland know about Shanks? Figureland has to know about Shanks. Does Shamrock know about Shanks? Does Shanks know about Shamrock? Does the family know about each other? Do they have family meetings? There's a lot of things I'm confused of. One thing I'm not is that I know for a fact, if Shanks is strong as hell, I know for a fact Shamrock is. That battle between a brother versus brother, Shamrock versus Shanks, oh, give me that any day. Give me that. And dude, and his and the dude that he came with is, I guess, an arrow fruit user. He can use arrows to fuck you up. Basically, think about Demon Slayer, and that demon, the lower rank demon who had the arrows. Think about that, but on a very more sadistic and powerful scale. Basically, listen, Oda, God damn it, you just continue to blow my mind. You continue to sit here and fuck us up. That's just what it is. Because I'm like, that was Shamrock from the beginning. That's crazy. That was him from the get-go. And again, how would we know? We couldn't and we wouldn't. And that's the beauty of One Piece. That is the beauty of Oda. Love this. Love this. Man, I'm ready. I'm so ready for One Piece to return. I'm ready. I am ready.